This is a really bright time of year for so many of us, and we look forward to it all year. But for a lot of folks, it produces a lot of anxiety about really basic needs. I just want to start with having each of you talk about what kind of landscape we're looking at here in Detroit with regard to homelessness and the disadvantaged this time of year, and the kind of challenges that they are likely to encounter. Linda, I'll start with you.
Well, first, Stephen, I want to say thank you for bringing light to this matter right now, because you're absolutely right. And with the pandemic, we saw a lot of heads of households that were affected by COVID-19 who are no longer with us. And so what we've seen at NSO is a lot of those families are really struggling to make ends meet and meet those basic needs for their family. We're seeing a tremendous increase in homelessness of women and children. I've had some conversations with the city and other providers in our community about what we can do right now. We at NSO can do right now. And we are starting a Housing First Fund, thanks to United Healthcare, Huntington Bank, and Meridian Health Plan. We're able to put some dollars in a pool for all those calls that we get to help people stay in their homes. That eviction moratorium is now lifted, and people just aren't able to pay that back rent. So we want to keep people housed during this cold season. You know, we offer a full continuum of homeless solutions, but let's first keep people housed. Let's try to keep people in their current homes.
Yeah.
So that's what our Housing First program is going to do.
Chad, I want to hear from you as well about what you feel like we're confronting in this community and what it looks like.
Well, unfortunately, this time of the year has not been what we expected. I mean, we have been working diligently with a lot of other organizations in the city to make sure that the homeless individuals numbers will be less, but unfortunately right now is way higher, as Linda was talking, especially for women and children. And also for men as well, the number is not decreasing at all. Matter of fact, the latest report showed that there was about 7% increase over the last year of homelessness. And those are due to many factors. Linda had shed light on the COVID-19 impact, but also the economy. The inflation is a big part of it. We see also there is a lot of people are not able to get food on their tables. The increase for requesting of food, so food insecurity becoming a very big issues. And right now we are in discussion that we would have to open another 600 bed for the city of Detroit. As we speak right now, there's a lot of talks about how can we come up with 600 beds, which we are already working on now. I mean, we're providing probably about 400 so far. And I know NSO is going to be working and a lot of other organizations gathering together. The good things about Detroit, that we have a good organizations and good people with good heart that they will do what needs to be done. But the fact remain, we have an issue with homelessness and it's growing, it's not going down.
Yeah.
We have issues of substance abuse, we have issues of mental health that created a big impact on affecting the number of homelessness. So I wish today I would have been able to say the numbers are going down. Unfortunately, the numbers are not going down, and we need to do way more work. And the bottom line, we need more housing, which is there's not enough stock in Detroit anyway. And this is a major thing that we would have to work on. Where do we take the people off the shelter and the warming center after we bring them in? And how are we going to work with them so they can get back on their feet so they will get off homelessness?
I want to have each of you talk a little about what people can do to help this population during the holidays. Linda, I'll start with you this time. What should people be thinking about?
So first of all, if you're homeless, if you're suffering any type of housing instability right now, It's cold outside.
Mm.
Get ahead of it. Call our coordinated assessment model, the CAM is also known, 313-305-0311, and let them know, see what you're eligible for. If you're an NSO client, give us a call at our 888-360-WELL number, and we can help try to keep you in your housing. But if you are a concerned citizen of Detroit, which I know we have so many citizens who care about our entire community, donate. Donate to organizations like Detroit Rescue Mission, like NSO, so that we can help people collectively and have collective impact. It's great to help people on the street. You know, I have a lot of friends who give, you know, goodie bags and clothes, socks to people on the street. That's fantastic. But we have to donate to organizations like NSO, Detroit Rescue Mission, so that we can have collective impact. And you could do that by going to our website at www.nso-mi.org.
Yeah. Chad, what you would recommend for people?
You know, the first thing people, when they look, sometimes they get confused between people who are homeless and people who are panhandlers. And it gives the perception, the panhandler gives the perception of homelessness, but they're not really homeless. And the people who are homeless are people who are like me and like everyone else. They're not a second-class citizen. They're a good human being, but they're just going through some hard times. And they come to organizations like NSO or DRMM to get help. And therefore, we encourage people, instead of helping a person to stay on the street, to help organization take them off the street and find a solution to their situation so they can put them into a no longer in harm way, but to be in a peaceful situation. So I urge people to understand that homelessness is not a panhandling situation, and to support organizations like NSO, like DRMM, and they can do so. And if they see anybody on the street and they really need help, they can always call CAM, or they can call directly our numbers at 313-993-4700. And for help, they can always go to our website at drmm.org, and then we will be very thankful, like we always been, to the generosity of Detroiters.
Watch One Detroit, Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.